In Maplewood, people had a simple rule. If something broke, you threw it away. Cracked window, replace it. Leaking sink, call a plumber. Old chair wobbling, straight to the curb. Nobody really questioned, except for one guy. His name was Ryan Mercer, and he ran a tiny repair shop squeezed between a laundromat and a pizza place. The sign above the door was faded, half the letters missing, but you could still read it if you squinted. Ryan fixes stuff. Not exactly fancy. Most people walked past it every day without noticing, until something expensive broke. One afternoon, a woman named Carol stormed into the shop carrying a shattered glass panel from her patio door. She dropped it on the counter. "I just got quoted $500 for this," she said. "500? Ryan looked at the glass, tilted his head, and ran a finger along the crack. He didn't panic, didn't even look surprised. He just nodded slowly. "Give me 10 minutes. Carol blinked. 10 minutes? Ryan already had tools out. Suction cups, a thin metal blade, a tube of clear resin. Careful movements, slow breaths, tiny adjustments. The shop went quiet. Carol watched him work, expecting the whole thing to fall apart. But 10 minutes later, Ryan lifted the glass panel toward the light. The crack was gone, not hidden, gone. Carol stared. "How much do I owe you?" Ryan wiped his hands with a rag. $20. He thought he was joking. He wasn't. Word spread through Maplewood faster than a summer thunderstorm. At first, people brought small stuff. A broken phone screen, a kitchen drawer that wouldn't close, a cracked coffee mug someone didn't want to throw away. Ryan fixed everything. Quietly, cheaply, and somehow better than before. One day, a construction worker walked in carrying a power drill. Dead motor. The manufacturer said it was finished. Ryan opened it up, studied the gears, and whispered something under his breath. 5 minutes later, the drill roared back to life. The worker just laughed. "Man, you're like a magician." Ryan shook his head. "No magic, just patience." But the moment that made him famous in Maplewood happened on a windy Saturday afternoon. A huge gust slammed into the side of a cafe downtown. Crack. The front window shattered. Glass everywhere. Customers rushed outside. The owner stood there staring at the damage, completely defeated. That custom window cost almost $1,000. And the weekend crowd was already forming outside. Then someone in the crowd said 4 simple words. "Call the repair guy." Ryan arrived 20 minutes later with a small toolbox and a ladder that looked older than the building. The owner looked skeptical. "You can't fix that." Ryan studied the window frame, the scattered glass, the jagged edges. Then he smiled. "Watch." He worked slowly, piece by piece, grinding edges, sealing cracks, fitting fragments together like a puzzle nobody else wanted to solve. People started gathering on the sidewalk. Phones came out. Someone started filming. 10 minutes passed, then 20. Ryan stepped back. The glass wasn't replaced. It was restored. Sunlight hit the window, and the repaired lines looked almost like art. The cafe owner touched the glass carefully. "How much?" Ryan shrugged. $40. The crowd actually gasped. Someone posted the video online that night. By morning, it had millions of views. Comments flooded in. "Why replace things when you can fix them? This guy is a legend. Protect Ryan at all costs." But the weirdest part? Ryan never changed. Same dusty shop, same crooked sign, same quiet voice. A few weeks later, a teenager walked into the store holding a skateboard with a snapped deck. "Think you can fix this?" he asked. Ryan inspected it, flipped it over, ran his fingers along the brake. He smiled. Of course. The kid looked surprised. "Why do you fix everything so cheap?" Ryan tightened a clamp on the board and said something nobody in Maplewood ever forgot. "Because most things aren't broken," he said softly. "People just give up on them too fast." He handed the skateboard back 30 minutes later, stronger than before. The kid rolled it across the floor, smooth as butter. And to this day, if something breaks anywhere in Maplewood, people don't throw it away. They don't replace it. They say the same thing every time. "Take it to Ryan. Because if something in this town still has even a tiny chance of being saved, there's only one guy people trust. The guy who fixes what everyone else replaces."